Do you want a harvest of fresh, fragrant ginger that you can dig up right from your patio or balcony? Many gardeners think ginger is a tropical plant that only thrives in open fields. But the truth is, with the right container method, you can grow baskets of this powerhouse crop at home. Stick around, because in the next few minutes you'll learn how to plant, care for, and harvest container ginger in a way that maximizes growth and yield. Whether you're new to gardening or you've been experimenting with root crops for years, this method is going to transform how you think about ginger. What most people call the ginger root is actually a rhizome, a type of underground stem. Each piece of rhizome contains buds or eyes, where new shoots and leaves will sprout. When you plant ginger, you're not starting from seed but from this swollen stem. The bigger and healthier your starting piece, the stronger and faster your plant will grow. If you begin with a thumb-sized sliver, you may get 1 or 2 weak shoots, but if you plant a whole hand of ginger with 4 to 6 eyes, you'll end up with multiple strong stalks above ground and a dense mass of rhizome forming beneath the soil. When buying ginger for planting, always look for firm, plump pieces with visible buds. A few small sprouts are an excellent sign of viability. Avoid shriveled, soft, or moldy pieces, as these will rot instead of rooting. Unlike carrots or potatoes that push downward, ginger spreads sideways. Each rhizome creeps horizontally, sending up shoots as it expands. This means a shallow but wide container is better than a tall, narrow one. A tub or trough that is at least 12 inches deep and 18 to 24 inches wide will give your plants the room they need to spread. If your climate allows, a fabric grow bag of similar dimensions also works, since it provides excellent aeration and prevents soggy conditions. Drainage is non-negotiable. Ginger cannot sit in waterlogged soil, or the rhizome will rot. Ginger thrives in loose, fertile, and consistently moist soil that mimics its native tropical environment. A heavy clay mix will suffocate it, while a sandy soil will dry too fast. A reliable blend for container ginger is 2 parts high-quality potting mix, 1 part well-finished compost, and 1 part coconut coir or peat moss. This ensures structure, fertility, and moisture retention. For added nutrition, mix in a few handfuls of well-rotted manure or worm castings. Ginger is a hungry crop and responds best when there is organic matter available to feed the rhizomes steadily. If you want exact ratios, for a 5-gallon container, add about 8 quarts of compost and 4 quarts of coir to your base mix. Blend thoroughly so the nutrients are evenly distributed. Place your ginger rhizomes horizontally just below the soil surface. They should be covered with no more than 1 inch of mix, because planting too deeply slows down emergence. If your container is wide, space the pieces 6 to 8 inches apart to give them room to spread. Since there are no roots yet, avoid heavy watering that could cause rot. You only need the soil damp enough to trigger sprouting. If you want to speed up the process, soak your rhizome pieces in non-chlorinated water overnight before planting. Ginger evolved in tropical Asia, so warmth and moisture are key. Keep your container in a spot that stays between 70 and 85 degrees Fahrenheit. If you live in a cooler region, start indoors in late winter or early spring, and move the pot outdoors once nighttime temperatures remain above 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Germination can take anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks, so, patience is definitely required. During this stage, it's important to keep the soil evenly moist, but never soggy. A light misting every few days is honestly better than heavy soaking. Covering the container with a thin layer of straw mulch will help retain moisture and maintain stable temperatures. Because ginger is harvested for its rhizome, the plant needs steady nutrition to keep producing underground. So, top dress the container with 1 inch of compost every month, or feed with a diluted liquid fertilizer such as fish emulsion or seaweed extract every 2 weeks. The 2 most frequent issues container ginger growers face are yellowing leaves and rotting rhizomes. Yellowing usually indicates a lack of nutrients, so, add more compost or supplement with a balanced organic fertilizer. Young ginger can be harvested as early as 4 months after planting. At this stage, the skin is thin and delicate, making it just perfect for fresh cooking or juicing. One of the real joys of growing your own ginger is having it fresh for cooking, teas, and preserves. But you can also dehydrate slices and grind them into a powder that stores for months. It's a great way to make your harvest last even longer. By keeping a few rhizomes each year as starter pieces, your ginger crop becomes self-sustaining. Every season, you'll have plants sprouting again, guaranteeing a continuous supply. It's actually pretty amazing how simple it is to keep the cycle going. Growing ginger in containers is honestly one of the most rewarding ways to add both beauty and productivity to your home garden. The wide, leafy stalks make attractive foliage, while the underground rhizomes steadily fatten into the flavorful spice we all know and love. If you found this guide helpful, make sure to subscribe to Hydrohaven for more practical gardening strategies that turn everyday spaces into thriving food sources. Share this video with fellow growers who might want to try ginger in containers, and let's keep building soil, harvests, and knowledge together.